Hi there, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to derive the dot product for R2 from scratch. To achieve this, I'm going to be using the diagram here to the left. That is the scalene triangle OAB and the symbol theta and the angle AOB, which is also theta. Also to note, there's the vector from O to A, which is x1, y1, and there's the vector from O to B, which is x2, y2. Now the triangle OAB is a scalene triangle, and it can be broken down into two right-angled triangles. That is OCB and CAB. Okay, now if we look at this diagram carefully over here, we can see that the angle AOB is theta. OB has the magnitude of B, okay, and that means the magnitude of OC is the magnitude of B cos theta, and the magnitude of CB is the magnitude of B sine theta. Another thing to note is the magnitude of OA is the magnitude of A. That means the magnitude of CA is the magnitude of A minus the magnitude of B cos theta. So our diagram is neatly in place, but there's more work to do if we want to generate our proof. We are going to use the right triangle ACB to generate our proof, and also Pythagoras' theorem. Therefore, we need to know the magnitude of the vector B minus A. So let's write out some useful pieces of information. The magnitude of A is going to be equal to root x1 squared plus y1 squared. Therefore, the magnitude of A squared is going to be equal to x1 squared plus y1 squared. Okay, now in a similar manner, the magnitude of B squared is going to be equal to x2 squared plus y2 squared. Also, if we take the dot product of the vector A and B, we get x1, x2 plus y1, y2. Okay? By the way, this isn't to say that we've derived the dot product in terms of the angle theta over here, which is what we're trying to do in this video. Now let's get the magnitude of B minus A. First of all, what is the vector B minus A? Well, you're going to get x2 minus x1 as the x component, and y2 minus y1 as the y component, okay? That means the magnitude of B minus A squared is going to be x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Okay? Okay, now it's important that we expand this to get our proof. Okay? So that's going to give us x2 squared minus 2x1 x2 plus x1 squared. We also get plus y2 squared minus 2y1 y2 plus y1 squared. If we reorganize further, we get x1 squared plus y1 squared. So let's put this down over here. x1 squared plus y1 squared plus x2 squared plus y2 squared. So that is x2 squared plus y2 squared. Okay, and then we get minus 2 multiplied by x1, x2 plus y1, y2. Okay, and that is because of these two expressions over here. Now we're going to simplify even further for an even better definition of the magnitude of b minus a squared. Now this over here is in fact the magnitude of a squared. Okay, so let's change it to that. This over here is in fact the magnitude of b squared. So let's change it to that. Okay, and then we get a minus 2, and this over here is actually the dot product of the vectors a and b. So let's write that down. Now with this definition of b minus a, or the magnitude of b minus a squared, we get this, which leads us closer to the proof for the dot product in terms of the angle theta. Now to generate the proof for the dot product in terms of the angle theta, we are going to use the right triangle ACB and also Pythagoras' theorem. We know that AC squared plus CB squared is going to be equal to AB squared. And this is the same as saying the magnitude of A minus the magnitude of B cos theta squared plus the magnitude of B sine theta squared is equal to the magnitude of b minus a squared. Now what we're going to do to derive the dot product in terms of this angle theta over here is expand both sides of this equation and simplify. We already know what the magnitude of b minus a squared is expanded, which looks like this. So the task shouldn't be that difficult. So let's go to the next step now and finalize the proof. Okay, so let's expand the left-hand side of this equation first, then we will do the right-hand side. For the left-hand side, we get the magnitude of a squared minus 2 times the magnitude of a times the magnitude of b cos theta plus the magnitude of b squared cos theta squared plus the magnitude of b squared sine theta squared. Okay, now we just have to do the right and then simplify. We already expanded the magnitude of b minus a squared, and we know that that is the magnitude of a squared plus the magnitude of b squared minus 2 times the dot product of the vectors a and b. Now let's simplify further. On the left hand side we've got the magnitude of a squared minus 2 times the magnitude of a times the magnitude of b times cos theta. Now for these two over here we can factorize, okay? We can drag out the magnitude of b squared. Okay, so we get the magnitude of b squared multiplied by cos theta squared plus sine theta squared. Okay, and once again that's equal to this up here, the magnitude of a squared plus the magnitude of b squared minus 2 times the dot product of a and b. Now, as you may well know, cos theta squared plus sine theta squared is equal to 1. Okay, so if this over here becomes equal to 1, okay, on the left hand side we have the magnitude of a squared plus the magnitude of b squared minus 2 times the magnitude of a times the magnitude of b times cos theta. Okay, and that's going to be equal to the right hand side, which is the magnitude of a squared plus the magnitude of b squared minus 2 times the dot product of a and b. Now what we can do from here is subtract these from both sides of the equation. That leaves us with minus 2 times the magnitude of a times the magnitude of b times cos theta is equal to minus 2 times the dot product of the vectors a and b. Now we're just about to finalize this proof. All we have to do now is divide both sides of this equation by minus 2. Okay, so what we're left with is, if these cancel out over here, is the dot product of the vectors a and b is equal to the magnitude of a times the magnitude of b times cos theta. Okay, hence we have our proof of what the dot product is in terms of the angle theta, and also the magnitudes of the vectors a and b. So I hope this video has been useful to you. If you have any questions whatsoever, please leave them in the comment section and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you'd like to see more of my maths work, visit mathematics.proofs on Instagram. By the way, in terms of the dot product, I have left some resources to it in the description of this video. If you click on the links there, you'll find extra workings so that you don't have to do them by yourself. Okay, so this completes the proof about how to derive the dot product for R2 in terms of the angle theta and the vectors a and b. For more content like this, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. See you next time. Thanks for watching.